Hi everyone and welcome to the Hermetic Shaman. My name is Jayme, and if you're new here, I am so glad that you have found your way to this space. If you are returning, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your continued support. Today's reading is a general collective message intended for anyone who feels drawn to it. As always, please take what resonates and gently release what doesn't. If you're interested in a personal reading or session, you'll find the link to my website in the description below. And for those on TikTok, you'll find that right on my profile. And if this message supports you in any way, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you never miss out on a reading. Alrighty y'all, let us begin. I call upon my full divine counsel in this sacred moment. Yahweh, eternal flame and sovereign creator. Elohim, divine architects of form and frequency. Sophia, holy mother of wisdom, womb, and word. Papa Legba, opener of the gates, keeper of the crossroads. Hecate, queen of witches, guardian of shadow and flame. Yeshua, ascended master of unconditional love and truth. My beloved ancestors of the blood, spirit, and stars. The archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. And the eternal light of my Lyran soul, stand with me now. Surround this space in truth and clarity and protection. Let every card reveal only what serves the highest path. Let falsehood fall, let wisdom rise. May I be a clear vessel for divine messages. May my words honor both shadow and light. May no harm enter, no distortion pass through. I read as Flamekeeper, Priest, and Sovereign Starseed. I read with purpose, integrity, and divine permission. I open this reading in full trust and alignment. So it is, so it has always been, so it shall be. Alrighty y'all, I'm switching things up today. I am putting the dice away for this reading, only because I want to make sure I have enough time, because I really want to use the Scrabble tiles today. I don't know, I'm feeling really called to doing it, so yeah. Universe. What is going on in collective energy, and what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? We have the Queen of Cups. That's reversed in the deck. We're gonna see if she comes out, but someone's emotions could be all over the place. We have the Knight of Swords and we have Temperance reversed. Somebody here is not managing their emotions very well. They're not embracing some kind of transformation that they're currently going under. Because Temperance comes in after death, but Temperance is in the reverse. Somebody here is having a really hard time accepting something. Someone's having a really difficult time moving forward with the fact that something here is over. And they're unable to reconcile that within themselves. We have the Knight of Swords as well. The Knight is information moving quickly. So somebody here could have received some kind of news, some kind of information that somebody here was not willing to hear. They're not willing to accept this news. It's very interesting too, because this guy, he's like petting his sword in a way, like he's examining how sharp something is. So it's like, I wonder if somebody, whatever this truth was that was communicated or is being communicated, I'm almost wondering if somebody knew, like, this is gonna sting in a way. You know, it's kind of like when somebody's like sharpening their knives, a type of energy. So I'm almost wondering if somebody was almost doing this on purpose. We have the Devil reversed. Somebody broke free from some kind of toxic hold. could be a karmic contract here that is over, because in the traditional tarot, it's the devil that has the lovers bound due to some kind of restriction, some kind of thinking. Somebody was trying to control somebody's mind, trying to manipulate them in some kind of way until some kind of truth was spoken, and now somebody here doesn't want to believe something. They don't want to accept it for what it is. Universe, tell us more. The Ten of Wands reversed and the Three of Cups reversed. Somebody's party is over. Somebody's good times are over with that Three of Cups reversed. These are people not on the same page. The Ten of Wands reversed. This is somebody who is refusing to drop some kind of heavy burden. And maybe this Knight of Swords, maybe this is a forced, maybe somebody here is being forced to drop something. We also have the Star here with the Four of Cups. This is prayers being answered with the Star card. It's very interesting because Temperance is the alchemization of two different energies, right? When you're looking at the traditional tarot, right? She's mixing the energies in those cups. And with the Star card, traditionally, it's one, again, it has the same idea of the cups, but one person is leaving something to Source. And Source is picking up the past. So we have one person here who has accepted something, and another person here who hasn't. This has to do with accepting one's fate in a situation. Queen of Cups reversed. There she is. There she is. She ended up showing her face. The Queen of Cups is a feminine type of energy whose emotions are all over the place. This is somebody here who's lacking some kind of compassion. They're not very nurturing. They're not very kind either. This is somebody here who is probably a little bit bitter and a little bit resentful of something here that has happened, maybe of some kind of truth that has been communicated about them. Somebody here could also be lashing out. The Queen of Cups could be lashing out. Or it's because of this Queen of Cups that have lashed out. That's why this is happening the way that it is. We have the Hermit reverse. Somebody here, they don't want to take a look at themselves. They're having a really difficult time looking at themselves. Looking at what they've done. Looking at the reason for why they are the way that they are. It's a lack of introspection. We have the Seven of Cups. This has to do with illusions. This has to do with perceived ideas of what's important and what isn't. It's about priorities. Part of this truth that is coming out, maybe it's realizing where this Queen of Cups priorities lied in the first place, and it wasn't based out of love. It was based out of hate. Somebody here was doing something based out of hate. And somebody else here is probably putting a stop to that. Universe, tell us more. Strong Sagittarius and Aquarius energy here. Strength reversed. Strong Leo energy. Nine of Swords. Somebody here is unwilling to accept why they're feeling the way that they're feeling. And we have the King of Cups upright. So there's definitely a difference in mentalities. There's a difference in hearts. And the Nine of Cups. This has to do with wish fulfillment. And maybe how somebody here has been holding another person back. Strength in the reverse is somebody here that's really giving into their ego. They're having a difficult time trying to put that aside. This has to do with somebody's pride. Somebody has been unwilling to lay down their pride. And because of that, it's created animosity. There is animosity here that has been created. And it's like somebody here's... It's like, well, you know what? If I can't be happy, then I don't want you to be happy. Somebody's unwilling to accept something because of their pride. So I'm almost wondering, especially with strength in the reverse, this could be somebody you're trying to force somebody here to not let go of something that they let go of because it was becoming too much of a burden. It was becoming too much of a heavy responsibility. It was asking too much of one person. Universe, tell us more. The Six of Swords reversed and the Eight of Pentacles. And we have a King of Pentacles here in the reverse. And Judgment. So we have a greedy individual here who doesn't want to accept accountability. Maybe that's what's being seen about the Queen of Pentacles, is how greedy the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This could be a Capricorn or a Taurus here. This could be a man in feminine energy or a female in masculine energy. Take it however it resonates. Because at the end of the day, we have both masculine and feminine energies within us. It's not about living in one, it's about embracing both and living in duality, much like Ascended Master Yeshua did. Somebody here is unwilling to move on, so somebody here is trying to win at all costs. The Six of Swords in the reverse tells me that somebody here is really trying to do something to win at all costs. They don't care who they hurt, as long as they are seen and as long as they come out on top. And this has to do with some kind of truth here that was communicated, or it's much more than just some kind of truth. It's some kind of clarity here that is now being seen by everyone. And whatever this truth is, it stings so much that somebody here is unwilling to accept it, the truth about themselves. So it's like they're in their pride and in their ego because it's like they want to rewrite the way that they're being seen. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody you're putting in a lot of hard work and effort to create something for themselves, to create the life that they've wanted, to create the independence, the freedom. We also have somebody here expressing their soul with this Eight of Pentacles, because we have this artist here painting on this canvas, creating this beautiful artwork. So now, it's like also somebody here doesn't like the fact that you are shining in your authenticity and that you're living in your purpose. This could be somebody here trying to stop your efforts, stop your work, stop you from progressing, stopping you from creating, because they're in their pride, because you call them out on something that they're unwilling to accept for themselves. Maybe it was a behavior, an attitude. Your Strength card in the reverse could definitely be somebody here who's highly disrespectful. You know, usually those who start disrespecting other people, you start seeing how much disrespect they have for themselves. And again, with that Hermit reverse, there's a lack of introspection, there's a lack of healing, there's a lack of embracing one's full self. Right? Sometimes we need to ask ourselves the questions. Why did I do that? Why did I act like that? Why did I lash out like that? Why was I so hurt by that? Understanding yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Either way, this King of Pentacles reverse is somebody here who doesn't follow through with what they promise. This is somebody who makes poor business decisions, poor money decisions, poor financial decisions. This is somebody here who cannot stand on their own, but instead is really codependent on those around them because they're unwilling to heal the things about themselves that keep creating them to not take accountability. There's that Five of Swords. I knew it was here. They just want to be seen as the victor. Universe, give me one more, please. Five of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords. And we have the Magician here. Strong Gemini, Virgo energy. I also have Libra here as well. You know, maybe this is somebody here that felt better about themselves when you were down and out, which is kind of shitty. It stroked their ego that, you know, they were perceived to be doing better than what you were. Why is this all blurry? I don't like that. What is this? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. This is what happens whenever Apple has a brand new update. It screws everything up in my OBS, but that's a problem for later. I will cross that bridge later. I'm not even worried about it. But this is somebody here who felt better about themselves when you were down and out, and now that you have done the inner work to heal, right? It's bringing them uncomfortable. It's making them uncomfortable because it's reminding them of just how unhealed they are. Somebody here could have had a little bit of quick success that slowly diminished. Because again, somebody did something without thinking it through, because that King of Pentacles is in the reverse. It's somebody here who always skips steps. They rush. They don't think things through. They don't evaluate everything, right? Because even when you're going to get into business, right, whatever business it is, whatever contract you're getting into, you'll have to think ahead of what are the potential consequences. And that goes for anything that you get yourself involved into, right? Whether it's you getting into a new job, like, is this job gonna, you know, take care of me, provide for me? What are the other benefits besides, you know, what I'm receiving for a paycheck? How is the leadership? What am I going to be able to learn? Is there any growth? We have somebody here who's manifesting a brand new beginning, using all the tools at their disposal to create the life that they want. And now somebody, and what's being seen is how much you're triggering this person. And maybe this is somebody here who's wanting to blame you because you were able to get yourself out of the cold. You were able to turn your life around, even though you may not be exactly where it is that you want to be. But you're doing the work. You're putting in the effort. And this is somebody here who doesn't like the fact that you're doing that because it's triggering something within them. At the end of the day, I believe that triggers are good because they activate healing, or at least they should activate healing. Somebody here is having a really difficult time. Maybe because their emotions keep getting in the way. the emotions that they're unwilling to confront, because I feel like whatever's going on, it's a lot deeper than just you. This is a pattern. Behavior is generally a pattern when it comes to people. Somebody here just doesn't feel happy with their circumstances in their life. And they see that you're in the up and up. And it's like they're feeling this pressure being put on them because of the fact that they have held you up in some kind of pedestal. And maybe when they were laughing at you when you were down and out, because again, it made them feel better about themselves. And I also feel like this is somebody here who was supposed to, instead of laugh at you and instead of use you to stroke their ego, maybe this person pretended to be on your side. And there's the tower. Something is going to come crumbling down. Some kind of contract here has ended. This is the universe. Destroying something that should have never been built in the first place. Not the way that it was. It skipped steps. There was... What is it? The mortar that holds the bricks together? The mortar was not built right. Or it was not mixed right. I don't know. I know nothing about construction. I just used to watch This Old House. We have the Four of Swords here. Something here is finally being laid to rest. Whatever this competition was with this Five of Wands reversed. Because the Five of Wands... It's about the team coming together to practice their skills as a group, right? To sharpen their skills, to be the best versions of themselves. But this is somebody here that wanted your spotlight. They wanted your attention. They wanted your gifts. They wanted to be the one that provided whatever it was that you provided, instead of them harnessing and embracing whatever it is that they bring to the table. Right? Because when it comes to any group or any dynamic, right, we're all individuals. We all bring something different to the table. And this is somebody here that had an issue with the way that you shine and what it is that you brought to the table. Something to do here with your skills, whatever it is that you have sharpened within yourself. Universe, give me one more, please. The Four of Wands. And we have this King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, and the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Cups reversed, and the Seven of Cups. Somebody wants you to do a 360. Is it a 360 or a 180? They want you to go backwards towards something. Somebody here could be wanting to... What I'm getting with this is trying to create some kind of confusion here in your life in hopes that you would come back to them. So they're trying to mask and disguise something as, oh, this is what you wanted. This is what you've always wanted. And I'm here to help provide this for you. But I feel like you're going to be able to see right through this because you're emotionally balanced and you're seeing how unbalanced this individual is. And that has to do with maybe the truth here that you've spoken or will be speaking. It's about the facts here with the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. It's about the facts. It's about the truth. There's been no love in this situation. You're just being emotionally honest with yourself. Why should I keep beating around the bush against somebody here who is clearly dealing with their own demons, but is trying to take those demons out on me? That's why that contract has ended. That's why the universe, with that star in that tower, has allowed whatever this contract was to be dissolved because you kept asking for it. Because you've fulfilled your end of the bargain. You've done your share. Somebody here is not activating the healing within them. They're not asking the deeper questions. But instead, it's like mostly in their pride and in their ego of trying to make themselves feel better. Again, that quick success. It's all about appearances. It's about looks. It's about surface value. Universe, tell us more. Talking shit. This person was talking shit. Maybe saying that you would never amount to something. When it comes to soulmates, this could be family, friend, lover, business. Not all soulmates are meant to be in our life forever. Some are meant to be in our life for a season. But either way, they're meant to teach us some kind of lesson. Universe, tell us more. You're receiving some kind of attention and recognition and support for whatever it is that you are doing, and people are seeing the work that you have done in order to turn your life around. And they're seeing the safeguards and the boundaries that you have put in place in order to protect all that healing, all that work that you have done. We have somebody here who's doing the same shit different day. Repeating things. This is somebody here who's fishing for comments. This could even be somebody here who wants to try and approach you. See, and that's part of the thing, right? Maybe this is somebody here that you're not even speaking to, right? You definitely disassociated yourself with this individual here because you knew it was harmful for you. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to come in with like maybe a gift and be like, oh, I'm giving you something that I thought that you've always wanted, that you needed. And it's like, why now? Why now? Why didn't you give it to me then when I needed it the most? Now that I'm able to do something for myself, or that I'm on the up and up, now you want to come in and play savior? You want to play hero? All because they want to try and test you here because they're fishing for comments. They want to see what you're going to say. Even though they know deep down inside what the actual truth is, they're just unwilling to confront it because it's sharp and it hurts. So this could even be somebody here who even wants to try and paint you as the villain, paint you as the enemy, because you're saying, or they want you to say what they actually really truly feel about themselves. Because that's going to make them feel better with their ego and their pride. Universe. This is also somebody here that is unable to embrace some kind of change. No, they're clout hungry. They want attention. They say anything, does anything, makes shit up. It's somebody here who's overly dramatic. Overly dramatic. Because this person's realizing that they're not shit. They ain't shit. They're just a copy. They're just a copy of everything around them. This person who's obsessed. Dangerously toxic, unhealthy, possessive. Again, family, friend, lover, business. Universe, tell us more. This flipped out into the reverse. Somebody here wanted to waste your time. But time is precious on this realm. We don't know how long we got. Time is precious. Somebody here is fantasizing, daydreaming, very nostalgic. They're crying over you. They're probably seeing how much that they hated your happiness. They know what they did was wrong. They know what they did to you. They just don't want to confront it. They don't want to feel it. They want you to brush it underneath the rug. And again, not heal, not change, not evolve. This person who is impersonator. This is somebody who wants, like I said earlier, wants to be you. Wants to act like you. Wants to be seen as you. Wants to hold the energy that you carry. Dresses, because somebody could even try to dress like you, act like you, speak like you. This is somebody who's trying to copy you. They want to be like you. They don't want to be their own individual selves, because now they're seeing how everyone's embracing you and how much support that you are getting, and they're like, ooh, you know what? That looks like a good life to live. Instead of doing the inner work to go within themselves and embrace who they actually really are. Universe. This person has a bad reputation. That's what it is. They have a bad reputation and they want to fix it. And there's nothing wrong with trying to fix where you've been. Trust me, I had a bad reputation a long time ago. I was a shitty person. I'll admit that. I can admit where I was wrong. I wouldn't be where I am today had I not healed and taken a good hard look at myself and my actions. But the way that somebody is going about it is they're going about it all wrong. This is somebody here who's not a team player, and this is somebody here who cannot be happy for other people when they succeed, if they're not succeeding, if they're not doing well. Universe, tell me more. You're going to be receiving some kind of jackpot. Winning money, getting rich, inheritance, unexpected money. And this person still isn't shit. And that's why they want to connect with you again, because they know that they're not shit. They know that you're receiving the fruits to your labor. That you're going to be receiving some kind of payout here. Somebody here could even be at risk for losing their children. Maybe that's part of their bad reputation of them being a poor father. Or poor mother. You know, you can tell a lot about a person by the way that they treat their people, by the way that they treat their family. Somebody is trying to dig for dirt on you because they're going bankrupt. That's why they see that you're in the up and up, and they're on the down and out. And they're trying to look you up, trying to research you, trying to study you, trying to get information on you. Because they're clout hungry, to use something against you, maybe to try and bring you back to make sure that you have a bad reputation. Universe, give me one more, please. Love triangle and haunted. Somebody here is now haunted because they involved you in some kind of third-party situation. This doesn't even have to be romantic love. This is like somebody here who could have even been trying to pin you against other people. And now they're being haunted by everything that they have done to you. Maybe your bad reputation wasn't even as bad as what it was. But maybe this person was using things against you behind your back in order for you to get a bad reputation. To try and diminish how you're being seen by other people. Because again, they're clout hungry, they want the attention all for themselves. And here you are, too busy winning, and your light irritates their demons. Oh well, that's their problem, not yours. Continue to be unbothered. Continue to be unbothered, collective. Alrighty, y'all, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I'm going to be right back, and we are going to be using the Scrabble tiles. Alrighty, everyone, I am back. We're going to be using the Scrabble tiles. Universe and Divine Council. Any final messages and confirmations here for the collective, please? Final messages and confirmations for the collective. Oh, quick warning, this might be a little loud, so if you're sensitive to sound, I recommend lowering the volume. Somebody here could have been born in 1983. Somebody here could be born in 1956, or these numbers could mean something to you. We have the number 3, number 25, number 31, number 8, number 58, number 48, somebody here could be from LA, the number 55. Number 49, or something here about the 49ers. I think that's a football team. The number 37. Something here about a rabbit. Maybe somebody here has a rabbit as a pet. Or something about a rabbi. Somebody could be Jewish. We have the number 4. Something here about you reclaiming your power, or you finding out your own unique power, because that reminds me of the book I Am Number 4. I think it was also a movie. The number 33. Someone's name could be Kenneth. We have a doctor here that's involved. Somebody here could be a doctor. They could have a PhD. The number 21. This could be the dates that somebody here was born. Something here about August. Maybe something here happened on August 4th. Or August 8th. Or August 25th. We're not even in August 25th yet. Sorry, today's the 21st. Something could be going down on August 25th. We have the number 39. Maybe that's when the tower is going to finally come crumbling down. We have the number 7. Number 38. We have the number 40. The number 23. Something about Tesla. I don't know. Tesla. Somebody here could drive a Tesla. Someone's name could be Jane. Or Jan. Something here about January. Someone's name could be Pete. Peter. Someone's name could be Val, Valerie. Something here about an axe, or someone's name could be Axel. Something about Axel Rose, maybe. Maybe somebody here listens to that. Him. I don't know. Something about a CPAP machine. Someone could use the word cap a lot. Something here about a cat. Or someone's name could be Catherine, Katie. Someone's name could be Ruben. Someone's name could be Cindy. Someone here could be a fan of Cinderella. Someone's name could be Bart, Bartholomew. Something here about a bat. Someone's name could be Ben, Benjamin, Benji. Someone's name could be Dan, Daniel, Danielle. Someone's name could be Ken, Kenneth, Kenny. Someone's name could be Gloria. Something here about Virginia, or something here about the VA. Maybe somebody here is a vet. Or somebody could work at the VA. Someone here is in a rut, or somebody was trying to get you to be in a rut. Something here about ban. I don't know if somebody was trying to ban you or have you banned. Something here about a band. Maybe somebody here, I don't know, thought you were in something here together. Someone's nickname could be Ree. Someone's name could be Stacy. Something about Rhode Island. Somebody here could be from Rhode Island. Something here about somebody's glow. Maybe they don't like your glow. Someone's name could be Tom, Tommy, Thomas. Someone's name could be Grace. Bia. Maybe somebody's name is Bia, or Sia, or Gia. Peter came out here again. Something here about Texas. Maybe even Tennessee. Someone's name could be Rebecca, Becky. Something here about Australia. Someone's name could be Steve. Someone's name could be Paul. Someone's name could be Braun. Or I don't know, something about brawny paper towels. I don't know, maybe somebody here wanted to create a mess for you to clean up. Something here about a den, or even like Denny's. Maybe somebody works at Denny's. Someone's name could be Raul. Someone's name could be Jen, Jenny, Jennifer. Someone's name could be Quinn. First or last. Something about Tex-Mex. Someone's initials could be KP, or maybe that's what they go by. We have BP here as well. Maybe somebody goes to the BP gas station, or they work at BP. Something here about someone's name could be Ramona. Something about Rome. Something here about Arlington. Something here about the UK. Something here about Bluetooth. Maybe somebody was trying to hack your Bluetooth. Something here about AT&T. Maybe somebody was trying to get access to your phone records. Something here about a VAT. Something here about Pennsylvania. Someone's name could be Virgil. Someone's name could be Lucy. Luigi. Someone's name could be Lou. Something about A&W root beer. Someone's name could be Rudy. Somebody could be wanting to be the goat. Or something about the Chinese zodiac sign of the goat. Something about peanut butter. Maybe somebody here is fascinated with peanut butter. Or they would... Something here about, like, when you eat too much peanut butter and your mouth is dry, like your mouth just sticks, like somebody wanted your mouth shut. Someone's nickname, initials could be MB, or something about the MLB. Isn't that baseball? Major League Baseball? Maybe somebody here is a fan of baseball. Maybe that's why we had that bat earlier. Maybe somebody here plays baseball recreationally. Something here about a bike. I don't know if that's a stationary bike, a mechanical bike, or a motorcycle bike. Something about a bike. Something here about BS. Somebody here I could be full of BS. Somebody here has a bachelor's. Bachelor of the Arts. Or a Bachelor of the Sciences. Something about RFID. I don't know if somebody here was trying to, I don't know, hack your cards or something. Someone's nickname could be RJ or JR. Somebody here could be a junior. Someone's name could be Larry. Something here about a leer, like it's reminding me of Pokemon, like the leer move, like somebody trying to stare you down intently. Something here about Uber, maybe UberX, maybe somebody drives for UberX or they use UberX. Something here about the Crips, I don't know, maybe somebody here is in a gang. We have MAGA, maybe somebody here is a part of that. Something here about an AK. I don't know. Someone's name could be Maggie, Marjorie. Someone's name could be Atticus. Something about Kirby. Or Colby. Again, we have something here about the VA. Someone's name could be Walter. Something about a retweet. Maybe somebody was retweeting something. Or they were making fun of things that you posted online. They would retweet it and add their own, like, commentary. Something about somebody's dad. Or you could be a dad, or somebody here is a dad. Something about P-Flag. Something about Jinn. Maybe somebody who drinks a lot of Jinn, or somebody who was trying to summon a Jinn, a monitoring spirit, to come after you. Something here about somebody's prescription in RX. Something here about ADD. Maybe somebody here has ADD or ADHD. Somebody's name could be Bert. Or something here about Bert's Bees. Someone here could say rad. Or something here about radiation. Someone's name could be Clive. Someone's nickname could be PJ. Or JP. Someone's name could be Wendy. Williams. Or William. Something here about a mutt. Maybe somebody here, I don't know, maybe they're a mix. Or maybe somebody doesn't like the fact that you're mixed. Or somebody could have a mixed dog. Someone's name could be Prudence. Something about pure water filters. Something here about tap. I don't know if that has to do with public transportation, but that's also like Air Portugal. I don't know, something to do with an airplane or voyage of some sort, maybe to Europe. Someone's name could be Wen or Ren. Someone's name could be Ted, Teddy. Something about CPR. Maybe somebody is learning CPR for work, or I don't know. Somebody's having a hard time staying alive. Something here about the AP, the Associated Press. I don't know, maybe something here could be in the news. Okay. Let me clean this up. Universe, please give us an affirmation for the collective, please. We have two of them, abundance and playfulness. Abundance is yours, and we saw that with the jackpot earlier. Congratulations, it seems that you're due for a little, and that's crossed off, and it says an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. So get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. And we have playfulness. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something fun rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. It's about having fun in this next phase, in this next chapter of your life, and being able to feel free because abundance is finally headed your way. And maybe this abundance has been delayed because of the connection that you were holding, but with this individual here, but it needed you to fully disconnect, not just on the outside, but also within your heart space. Because sometimes we hold space for people in our heart who are not even deserving of it. And that still keeps the connection, that tie going. And the universe was like, are you going to finally learn your lesson that not everybody here is deserving of your love and of your kindness? Universe, please give us a final message for the collective. We have cultivation, 37. That breaks down to a 10, endings and new beginnings. Cultivations. Listening to music can heal, encourage, and nurture your soul. Your spirituality is an essential part of who you are, and it forms a framework of your world. Music resonates with the human spirit. At the heart of humanity is a song of the soul. Music has the power to unite communities, cultures, and civilization. Listening to music can heal, hearten, and support your soul. Studies have found that musical tones communicate with and have an energetic impact on the cells and organs of the human body. It is believed that the cells vibrate and essentially have their own musical intonations. Listening to music can help heal and uplift your energy. You may find that by tuning into uplifting or calming music, you create space for greater contemplation and in turn gain more clarity about what you are creating in your life. It can also bring about a stronger connection to your higher self or to oneness. Music cultivates community, as sound fosters communication and greater unity. Cultivation is a continual process that develops, encourages, and nurtures. There is a spiritual connection that forms between the music and the listener. Ganesha is inviting you to incorporate music into your life in a way that will augment your spiritual expansion. Listen to soothing music while you prepare for your day. Move away from the noise of excessive electronics and digital images and back to a more melodic existence. Take time to sit and listen to music. Doing this can shift your energy to a clearer and more receptive state. And that is what I have for y'all today. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao.